My name is Martin K. Today is Sunday, which means it's another episode of News on the Spectrum. What I was doing this weekend? This weekend I went to all-female show. That's right. The ladies were showing the comedic skills. Show was nice. Also, I drank a couple of beers, which is also nice. No, I'm not an alcoholic. Just enjoy having a Friday. That's right. What else? What else did I do? Well, obviously, I cleaned the house with my girlfriend, and that's a common ritual on Saturday. That's right. You wake up, you eat breakfast, you look around, and you think, "Hey, let's clean some flats." That's right. I start with my flat, and then I went to my neighbors, cleaned their flat, and then I start cleaning all the flats in the apartment because I don't like dirty flats. All right. That's right. I watched some boxing. And wrote some jokes. People, I'm gonna have a show sooner or later. Probably December, possibly November. Just need to find a place. So if you're listening in Warsaw and you're a place with a club, bar, or a pub and a basement, a small basement, just somewhere like 20 people tops, where I can have a show, please reach me out. Definitely, I'll appreciate your help. And who knows, maybe you'll get a free ticket. That's right, free ticket. So today episode gonna be about Ethiopia. That's right, people. I spent a lot of time trying to make podcast about Ethiopia. That's right. Even last week, I was originally planning to do Ethiopia, but unfortunately, ChatGPT refused to help me, which basically means ChatGPT becoming more human every day. That's right. Refuse to help someone. It's very human-like behavior. Okay. Ethiopia. Today I managed to find some news from this country, which I'm very happy about because I generally think it's a very interesting part of the world. Okay. So what do I know about Ethiopia? Ethiopia has capital in Addis Ababa, and that's right. You were the first country who accept Christianity, I think. It was you or Armenia, I don't know. But I think, like, make it an official religion. But I think it's Ethiopia. Not even Christianity, just, no, Christianity. Yeah. Christianity? Maybe there's another option. Yeah, Christianity, yeah. You guys have your own calendar. I don't know what year you're listening in right now in Ethiopia, but since the rest of the world has, like, 2025, you guys have something different. I don't know what, but I know it's different. What else do I know about Ethiopia? You used to have access to sea, but now you don't. That's right, because you think you lost some wars or someone rebelled. You were the only country in Africa, no, you and Liberia, that never been colonized. Which congratulations, all the powers in the world try to take your land and you still defend yourself. Psh, that's an achievement. That's right, that's an achievement. What else do I know about Ethiopia? Main export of Ethiopia is, I don't know, flowers, I guess. It's going to be electricity because you guys building a dam, and therefore you have bit of a problem, water dam, and on Nile and on one of the rivers connected to Nile, and now your neighbors have hard time, have some issues regarding to it. What else? Therefore, Ethiopia, I think, banned the import of gas and fuel, because you're gonna have electric cars everywhere, which is good. Good for the environment, good for the people. If the car is gonna be cheap, it's gonna be all fine. Okay, the main invention of Ethiopia is running. That's right, you guys invented running. Whenever there is a marathon, there is an Ethiopian runner who wins everything. Therefore, every time I'm running for the bus, I'm thanking Ethiopians for this invention. That's right. You keep on running, running through my home. I forgot the lyrics of this song. Spencer Davis group. Actually, nice group. You should listen to it, especially when you live in Ethiopia, because you guys are running everywhere. That's right. Okay, let's go with the news. Okay, the first news are coming from ODT Central. I love this website. Help me a lot with news. And the news is from September 23rd, 2015, 10 years ago. That's right, 10 years ago, but still valid. A self taught Ethiopian aviation enthusiast built his own airplane. Ooh. In a bit, someone built his own airplane. Can you imagine being so sick and tired of everything that you build your own airplane? Actually, we had this case in Poland. Some guy tried to leave communistic Poland so badly, he made his own plane. That requires literally annoyance out of this world. If you're so annoyed, you cannot take it anymore. You're just making a plane, and you crash it in the building. In a bid to fulfill his childhood dream of flying a plane, okay, an Ethiopian man has taught himself how to build one mainly by reading aviation books and watching YouTube tutorials. Hey, yo, that's a fucking amazing feat. Seriously, just aviation books and YouTube tutorials. You know what I'm using YouTube tutorials for? How to screw a screw. That's it. Public health officer and Ethiopian Airlines Aviation Academy reject. Oh, he was rejected from Ethiopian Airlines Aviation Academy. Ooh. Thankfully, it was an aviation academy, not the art academy, because if you get rejected from art academy, you have some stupid ideas and you start a war. Okay, set about learning to build his own aircraft over a decade ago. It was daunting challenge, but he has managed and achieved the unthinkable. He single-handedly constructed Ethiopia's first ever home-built aircraft from scratch. I call it the K570A, said. K is representing my mother's initial of her name, Kiros, and 570 signifying the numbers of days it took me to complete the aircraft. 170 days is like a year and a half. Ooh, shit, goddamn. And A is for the aircraft. Yeah, thank you. Mm, Zarefu's social media profile is proof enough of his obsession with aviation. It is full of pictures of his own attempts and failures and praise for his heroes, the Wright brothers. His only goal since childhood was to become a pilot. So, despite his high GPA, he dropped out of university to join Ethiopian Airlines Aviation Academy about 15 years ago. Sadly, he was turned down because he was 1 centimeter short for the minimum height requirement. Why there is a height requirement? It's a fucking plane. Just make a seat higher. But the referee refused to let his setback after his ultimate goal. That was a turning point, he told the Telegraph. That was when I decided to build my own airplane. Yeah, see, that's the guy of skill and will, all right? You don't want me? I'm gonna make it myself. I'm gonna open my own academy with all the planes built by myself. This was 2001. He poured over FAA maintenance books, searched the internet for aircraft blueprints, and of course watched hundreds of tutorials on YouTube. He then collected all the materials he needed and spent over a year working on them until his dream flying machine was finally ready. Woohoo! Finally ready. That's right. Oh, by the way, people, if you're gonna hear the ambulance or some rather unspecified sirens going, it's because for some reason every time, as I mentioned before, if you listen to the podcast regularly, as I mentioned before, every time I'm recording a podcast, somehow there is an accident or some shit. I don't know, like because sometimes I'm looking through the window and there is like a tram service and they are using sirens. And I was wondering why the fuck tram service is using sirens? Like there is nothing that urgent that you have to use sirens. Like move, move. We have to be there quickly. The tram needs an alternator or something. It's fucking tram. Just wait. As a part of the process, Zarefu incorporated the design for Clark Y airfoil wing. What does it mean? I don't know. Into his own unique plans. He also scored garages, workshops, and Mercato, Africa's largest market, for new and used materials to build an aircraft. He first constructed the fuselage from wood and then mounted it on modified wheelbase of an old Suzuki motorcycle. Suzuki. The wings took months to complete, and once they were ready, he attached them to the body. Then he focused on building the engine. My aircraft is powered by a second-hand Volkswagen Beetle engine. This dude is actually amazing. He explained it is a horizontally opposed 40 horsepower engine, four-stroke, four cylinders, and it can run up to 3,000 RPM. What does it mean? I don't know. Again, for the final touches, he added a handmade and conditioned laminated wooden propeller before giving the craft a final coat of white paint. The airplane was two-seat, open tandem, parasol light aircraft designed to fly slow and low. The entire project cost $7,500 to complete. Oh shit! Many challenges. He said, like I came across many challenges. People think I was mad, but trials and error I built it. Okay, so he tried to fly it in June, but the propeller shattered due to friction and damaged the plane smoke exit structure. So he was forced to return to driving board to make more changes, but he's determined the airplane gonna fly. I want to fly 10 meters above the ground. By doing so, I will be the first person in African aviation history who has built his aircraft and able to fly up in the sky. I would like to appear in the international media and promote Africa in terms of science and technology. Hey man, the way I'm looking at it, you're doing a great job. I'm reading about it. I'm in Poland 10 years later, and fuck, man, it's amazing. It's you build a plane. Shit, like if my car gonna broke down, I will send it to you. Okay, and the second news are coming also from ODT Central. Holy water from Ethiopian well almost causes cholera outbreak. Cholera outbreak in Europe. Cholera, oh, this shit, that's medieval shit. Uh, 7 cases of cholera in Germany and UK linked to water from the popular Holy Well in Ethiopia, which happened to be contaminated with the cholera bacteria. Ooh, see, drink only bottled water, people. Also, not everything religious is great. Exactly. You use holy water and they die from cholera. Does it tell you something? Yes. In February this year, European authorities were high alert regarding cholera outbreak after 3 people in Germany and 4 in UK fell ill with the contagious disease. As quick investigation found 2 of the German patients and 3 of the UK patients have traveled to Ethiopia a month prior. How unlucky you have to be to go in the same place. Hmm. They visited Bermel Georgis in the African country Kwara district, named after Saint George. Bermel Georgis is considered a holy site by members of Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo Church, who drink the water and wash their faces with its benefit from supposed healing properties. No European visitors reportedly did the same, and the German travelers, at least one of the UK visitors, brought some holy water back with them and shared it. And yes, and now you have shits, diarrhea, your stomach hurts, and you start blaming the kebab. But it's not the kebab. Kebab is good. It was the holy water, which apparently is not that holy. You know, you should boil it first. So they analyzed the bottles. They found cholera, and uh, and this variant they brought was resistant to many antibiotics. See, don't bring shit from other countries, people. Don't bring shit. You bring fucking food, you think, oh, it's just the food and bam, your whole village is dead. Do you want to be this person? No, stay in your house. Imagine it's still COVID time. Wear a mask and fucking shoes and underwear. Do not walk outside without any underwear. Anyway, they made full recoveries. recoveries. But yeah, they literally saying the same thing. Like well-informed travelers should be well well informed about the hygiene conditions and infectious disease risk in the places they are visiting, and should not drink water even if it has religious significance. That's right. God won't save you. And now is the time for news from Czechoslovakia. Czechoslovakia still doesn't exist. All right, people. Now is the time for the second part of the news. We spoke about person who built their own airplane. Congratulations again. And cholera outbreak. That's right. People were drinking holy water and felt mighty unholy, and they recovered. So it's good. Okay. So the next news are coming from OD. OD. A Swedish seagull apprehended in Ethiopia under suspicion of spying. That's right, seagulls. They are spying, stealing, and doing adultery. That's right, they're cheating. Nobody likes them. In the villagers' defense, they have a reason to be concerned about spies. Uh, Without our phones, computers, or other smart devices always listening, it's not necessary to paranoia to be cautious about somebody spying on you. Even the birds in the sky may be conspiring against you. That's right. You're sitting in a park, you're looking up in the sky, and you start to think, is it a drone? Is it a plane? No, it's a fucking spy again. It's a bird. That's right, it's always a bird. Or that's what residents of Ethiopian village thought anyway. Re- Recently, a bunch of villagers in Ethiopia caught a seagull on its back, and the bird bore a strange mechanical device, probably a tracking device. Probably a tracking device, for sure. The locals grew concerned that the contraption was some kind of spying device, and the bird was sent to the village by some what kind of word is that? Malevolent organization. Oh, that's some fucking C4 English level. Fortunately, the evil masterminds had left their email address on the transmitter, so the residents sent them several hundred messages informing that their plot has been foiled. Oh shit! Someone like put a tracking device on the seagull because they want to check like the natural habitat or some shit, and and then you start getting emails like, "We found you, spy. You will never get us. You will never steal our fucking cows." What kind of bullshit? Anyway, in reality, the tracker was the device was a tracker that a Swedish nature conservation group uses to monitor migratory birds. Exactly, that's what I thought. The ornithologist in charge of the program wrote back to politely explain the situation and asked the locals to release the seagull so it can return to Sweden to breed. That's right, to breed, because in Sweden they do not breed. The seagulls, not the Swedish people. Um, they never got a response. Oh, that's right. They probably like have a celebration. We caught the spy. Let's go. The beard in our story is a lesser black ball-backed ghoul. During the summer months, these surprisingly black-backed birds live on coastal area of Jesus Christ, Fennoscandia, spending their time screeching obnoxiously, stealing fries, and whatever else ghouls get up to. That's right, nobody likes them. They're always up to no good. Once the harsh Nordic winter starts approaching, the seagulls leave for the warmer climates, and by warmer, I mean a lot of warmer. Okay, so they're going to Congo, Africa, Ethiopia. In spring, they're going back, and the conservationists want to know what threatens the birds in order to better protect. Yes, give them a gun. Seagull with a gun, that would be a great. Mm, so they spent a warm winter in Congo. On the way back, they got they stopped in an Ethiopian village to catch a breath, and bam, you're accused of spying, and you're sentenced by court to 15 years in prison. It was a brief stop, but they cashed the prison. So they assume it's a spying device because they found some chip. It was a GPS tracker. Or the Swedish people are fucking with you and they actually spying. They send seagulls to spy on Ethiopia. That's right. No one is safe with Swedish people. I wrote them back to I wrote them back to say they should release the beard. It was important, but I got no answer, and the transmitter got silent. No, no. I hope they don't eat the bird. Oh, so basically, what is happening in this area? There is a lot of military conflicts, and birds or bird-shaped drones have been continue to be used in spying. So, okay, understandable. You never know. You never know. You better be safe than sorry. That's right. Safe than sorry. Okay, so that was news about Seagull. And now is the time for the last part of the news. It's coming from AP News, Associated Press. Ethiopia biggest bank says it has recouped most of the cash lost during a system glitch. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Making money. Bitch, but I have my money. Ethiopia biggest bank says he's recouped nearly 80% of the cash lost during what was a glitch in the system that allowed customers to take out more money that they had in their accounts. Yes, I would also withdraw all of the funds and even more and run away from country. Abesano, the president of Commercial Bank of Ethiopia, told reporters Tuesday that around 40 millions was withdrawn or digital transferred during the error. The value of the transaction ranged from 9 cents to 5,350. The amount lost initially was reported 40 million. Nearly 15,000 people voluntarily returned the funds. Well, good people. All right, good people. But 567 individuals haven't yet returned the money. Ooh, that is not theirs. On Tuesday, bank posted their names on the account details online and is an apparent attempt to shame them into giving them back. That's right. Uh, John Smith living in this and that is a thief. Give me back my money. It's not yours. And John already spent it on hookers and cocaine. I don't know. No, I don't think they're gonna find it. This money is spent. They probably had a big party. They invited their friends. Like, hey, I have money. Let's go out somewhere. And they went. There was some ladies, Habisha girls. Oh, I know that you have Habisha girls in Ethiopia. Girls that require a lot of maintenance. The total amount remaining is not significant for the bank, but it's not the money fully recouped. It sends the wrong message. It's about principles, right? You should have some principles, and you also should have some money to spend it. That's right. News glitch on social media on March 16. Much of the money was withdrawn by university students. That's right. People who have no money are students usually, and they will spend your money and they will use it for fucking fun things. That's right. Better check social media in Ethiopia. There's probably people flexing. Like, check out this chain and this restaurant and this bitch with me. I have all the cash. And turns out he just used the glitch of the bank. Universities have publicly urged their students to return the cash. The problem was caused by routine system update and inspection rather than a cyber attack, according to Ethiopia's central bank. It's the largest bank, 40 million customers. Ooh, that's right, people. If you have a glitch like that, you have to take all the money you can and run. Run, exactly, run, because you are in Ethiopia. You know how to run. Use it. Use these skills. Run to neighboring country. Find a girl there. Make her pregnant. Have a second family. Not just kidding. Just kidding. Anyway, people, that was the news from Ethiopia. I hope you liked it. If you have news from your country, there is an email in the description. And I hope you will enjoy the rest of your Sunday. All right, people, take care.